Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Guys, we gotta talk about Phil, and you already know the videos about Phil, but oh my god, we have hit a new low, and I don't say that lightly. Before I get too far into Phil's antics, I just want to say thank you if you've been watching the videos or if you subbed to the channel recently. You guys are awesome, and then also those of you who've been watching, I appreciate it. But that's more than enough for me. Let's go ahead and talk about Phil. So over the years, Phil has obviously done some insane stunts to make people pay him money. And honestly, I don't ever think they're a good idea. I don't think they're ever worth the embarrassment or the pity or the self-deprecation that Phil allows himself. I don't ever think it's worth $1 to lose your respect or your honor or your integrity. But unfortunately, when your entire career is based off of self-deprecation because nobody takes you seriously, you kind of have no other choice, and Phil is absolutely gone to the lowest point I believe I've ever seen him. And regardless of if he's serious or not, just the implication alone is one of the stupidest things I have ever heard any content creator ever do for money. Yeah, folks, you read that thumbnail right. Phil is literally offering to show his underwear on stream for money. And as much as I'd like to think he's joking, or maybe it's some type of bit, the way he talks about his underwear is realistically the weirdest thing I have ever heard anybody say in the entirety that I've been alive. Now you might be saying to yourself, Rice, haven't you seen TLC? Haven't you seen My Strange Addiction? Yes, I sure have, and those people have legitimate mental health problems. But Phil, even though, yes, I believe he probably does have a mental health problem, and no, it's not depression, as much as he might like to make you believe, I do genuinely think we are reaching desperation. I think this is desperate status. I don't think that outside of any other motivator other than money, I think that's where we're at. Go ahead and just take a look at this.
Bamboo socks. So, look at that. Look at that fancy sock. Look at that sucker. Bamboo lined. Well, actually bamboo thread. Very good. Now, I actually have something else to tell you guys. I'm sure you're going to be very excited for this one. You ready? So, this week, as I told you guys earlier in the week, I decided to try out boxer briefs for the first time ever. Previously, I'd always just worn boxer shorts. But all I see in stores are boxer briefs. So I decided to start wearing boxer briefs, and I bought a pair of discounted ones at a discount store, okay? And I'm finding them interesting, to say the least. I'm not used to having something going so long down my leg, because boxers usually are shorter than boxer briefs. And also the support that they give to your royal family jewels is kind of interesting, because I'm not used to that either. You know, I used to wear briefs when I was like a kid, and I stopped wearing them in high school, started wearing boxer shorts. So I've basically worn boxer shorts from my high school days all until now. But now I'm starting to wear boxer briefs. It's this hybrid now, all right? So get this. I did like the ones I bought at the discount store, but they were a little annoying. Number one, you figure this one out, they didn't have a fly. So if I had to use the bathroom, I basically had to pull down my pants and my shorts to pee. Why? Why is there no fly? The whole point is that you just unzip your pants, you could pee. So it's kind of annoying. So I think I got kind of like an El Cheapo version that doesn't have the features you would want or whatever. So I basically, what is going on? Why are you guys freaking out over there? So, I decided to order, get this, high-end boxer briefs. Not discount ones, but good ones. That are bamboo threads, just like these socks, with the moisture-wicking bamboo threads, all right? I actually got boxer briefs that are bamboo, and I'm actually wearing a pair right now for the very first time. That's right. I know you guys wish you had bamboo threads. Well, I have the best of the best underwear now. I went from having hole-filled crappy underwear to absolutely luxury top-of-the-line underwear. All right? Just let me tell you. They're incredibly comfortable. Incredibly. Like, I'm wearing them right now, and they feel great. And these have a fly. Unlike the other ones that were flyless, these have a fly. And I know you're not going to believe me, but I have something I want to tell you. All right? I know you won't believe me at all. If you remember last week on Smart Guys, we were showing off my socks, and I showed you that my socks, some of the pairs actually are specific to the right and left foot, and Ashton couldn't believe it. He was like, what? Socks that you have to specifically put one on your right and one on your left foot? I've never heard of that before, and I showed it. They're even labeled. It says right foot, left foot, right? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready for this? I swear to you, I'm not lying. Are you ready? What would be the most unlikely feature you would think would be in a pair of boxer briefs? What would be the weirdest, most unlikely feature you would ever think would be on a pair of boxer briefs? All right? You ready? I'm going to tell you. I swear to you, I'm not making this up. My new boxer briefs are specific to the day of the week. Yes, I'm not making that up. I'm not making it up. I swear to you, I'm telling the truth. And I will show you what I mean if we hit the goal. But we've got to hit the goal. If we hit the goal of support on this stream, which I need to do, I really need to hit the goal on this stream, then I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So let's hit the goal on this podcast. Let's do it. Let's get some support in, and I will show you exactly what I mean, that my underwear are specific to the day of the week. I know you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't blame you. All right? I don't blame you. But we've got to hit that goal. All right? So let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, the King's package is very comfortable today. How many subs to go, Commando? I mean, I could be Commando right now. You would never know. You would never actually know if I'm Commando because I can't show you because I'd get banned, you know? So, there you go. By the way, I'm kind of disappointed. I was not flooded with contributions to show you guys what I mean when I say that my underwear is set to the specific for the days of the week. I don't understand what you... Why didn't you flood me with contributions? I'm confused. You think that'd be something that...
Yeah, so that was Phil. That really was Phil. And I gotta be honest, part of me thinks that this is a ploy to get people to donate because I think for some weird reason, Phil actually believes that people want to see what he buys and people like seeing what he buys, or at least they pretend to. And I think Phil thinks that underwear is considered part of that. Another contributing factor is the fact that Phil seems to have lost his #1 whale at the moment, being Iron Chef Sakai. So there's a very strong chance that Phil is trying to make up for this and have other people donate and pitch in. I think we're very soon going to get some type of rambling about how other people need to step up and support, even though a lot of people have been doing it for years, just not to the amount that he wants, but people still do it, unfortunately. That being said, not everybody is a whale, and not everybody tips as big as Iron Dent Sakai, so who knows? But even throwing Phil's desperation out the window, can we still just point out how people don't do this? This isn't normal, and this is one of the reasons we say Phil has some serious problems. Like, normal people do not do this behavior. They don't sit on stream, they don't beg for money, they don't talk badly to other people typically, at least not out of nowhere, and they especially don't go around offering to show people their underwear for money. I can guarantee you that at least the people who stand on the corners of the streets near where I live who ask for money don't try to flash me. One of the other things I'm reminded of is how many times Phil says that the online trolls are stalkers and creepy weirdos who need to seek help and get the white coats and go to their physicians and tell them that they tip, or not tip, but that they stalk people on the internet and troll them for fun. The irony in all that is Phil is doing something that is genuinely 10 times worse than that, and also probably equally self-deprecating. Also, to think of it in a different light, I want you to consider that you're watching a streamer and that they start trying to guilt trip you and make you feel bad for not tipping or not giving money. And mind you, this is somebody that you go to maybe escape from your daily life. Maybe this is a content creator that you go to watch because you enjoy their content, or maybe you just want to watch them do good or bad at a game. In my opinion, I consider it mental or emotional abuse because you are actively trying to harm another person, whether it be financially or mentally, to have them contribute to you. And ultimately, I think that is just a self-destructive behavior, not only to yourself, but to those around you. And when those around you are of dented qualities, what can we say? It's ultimately taking advantage of people who don't deserve to be taken advantage of, frankly. Now, to clarify, I absolutely think that if you are dumb enough to give Phil money, then you do reap what you sow. But I'm specifically talking about those that maybe can't think critically for themselves. Those of the, let's call it jade variety. For as nice as Jade seems to be, his messages do leave a lot of critical language arts people pondering on that one. Ultimately, though, it's just really scummy to watch. Like, to think that somebody is even capable of pulling this type of narcissistic bullshit on us is it's just insulting to not only the average person watching or their intelligence, but also to just watch other people get taken advantage of. And I think that's kind of something that the Dents forget when they defend Phil, is that we do not come at Phil not only just because we hate Phil. At least for me, I personally hate on Phil or make these videos about Phil because I'm trying to show other people that this is not normal behavior. This is not how you deserve to be treated. That old golden rule about treat others the way you deserve to be treated, this is Phil showing you that this is how he thinks other people should be treated. And frankly, it's just disgusting. I have zero tolerance for people like Phil that prey on others. And regardless of if he is aware that he is preying on them or not, because it is possible to prey on somebody and not realize it, the unfortunate part is that people are falling for it regardless of what we tell them. So if you happen to be a Dent or a member of Phil's community, let's be a little bit nicer, I suppose, I want you to know that we don't clown on you because you're a bad person, at least not all of you. There are certainly some of you who have been weeded out as predators and the like, and those I have zero tolerance for. But I want to point out that we don't clown on you because you enjoy watching Phil as much as we do for you supporting his bad habits and for you showing up to tell him that what he's doing is okay. You're literally telling somebody with support that you're okay and you like it when he treats you badly. And ultimately, that's something I'll never understand. But hey, if people want to pay greasy 42-year-old to show his underwear on stream, who am I to tell you how to live your life? Guys, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching it. Yeah, would love to hear what you think about Phil and this new, I don't want to say arc because it's not an arc, but this continued self-deprecation. What do you think about it? What would you do? What would you change? And ultimately, is this the lowest point for Phil, or is there an even lower point? I'm always inclined to believe there's a lower point with Phil, but that's just me personally. Would love to hear your thoughts. Go ahead and sound off in the comments, and until next time, guys, have a safe one.